Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Sandy Cruz of Sandy K Nutrition. I am a certified metabolic balance coach. I'm also a registered holistic nutritionist. I'm also the podcast host of Sandy K Nutrition Health and Lifestyle Queen. It's really all things wellness, alternative wellness, biohacking. What else? What else? Aging better, anything from midlife and beyond, just to help you live your best life. You can find me most actively on Instagram at Sandy K Nutrition. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also on Twitter. But really, I'm doing these little weekly shorts on metabolism and metabolic health, metabolic syndrome. You can go back to my first live so that you can see what is metabolic syndrome all about. This is the third video in this series. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about meal timing and why it's so important if you're trying to lose weight. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about glucose. Let's talk a little bit about insulin. So, insulin is a hormone, okay? And insulin is called upon, okay, to lower glucose every time you eat. So, I'm sure you've heard of the saying, or the no, it's not the saying, it's the term insulin resistance. Okay. It's when your insulin is resistant to coming to the rescue to lower that glucose, right? Some might say that's type 2 diabetes. Some might say it's a precursor to type 2 diabetes. I've heard it both ways. But really, you don't want insulin resistance, right? Think of it this way. Let's say you are a snacker and you are eating all day long, and maybe you're eating really healthy and you're having some walnuts, and then you're having a little bit of 75% dark chocolate later. And then guess what? Every time you eat, insulin needs to come and rescue you from having that glucose floating in your blood and your body for too long, right? So insulin gets tired and then it becomes resistant. So think of it as, you know, it just stops coming to the rescue because it's like, you're using me too damn much. So I'm just not going to come and lower that glucose each time. This is why here's my next tip. I want you to time your meals. So eat your 3 meals. Some of you might fast. I want you to eat your 3 meals, but I want you to have them 5 hours apart. Okay. So do that. So remember, tip number one, go back and watch that one and be sure to share that. And second one is I want you to have your meals, but have them 5 hours apart. So let's say you eat breakfast at 7. You are not going to eat, you're not going to snack, you're not going to have those walnuts, you're not going to have those dark chocolate pieces. No, you won't have any of that. You're going to have your lunch at 12, and maybe you'll have a piece of dark chocolate after. But you will not be snacking from the moment that you have your breakfast to when you go and have your lunch, and the same with dinner. Okay, so 5 hours. And this, my friends, is your tip for today. Let me know how it goes. You can always reach me on Instagram. You can DM me at Sandy K Nutrition. You can also send me an email, sandy@sandyknutrition.ca. And be sure to share this tip and definitely follow along because I'm going to have some good ones. And then what you're going to do, you're going to build up your own kind of program for your own metabolic health. And then if you want to join mine, I can always do that with you. And with my program specifically, it requires blood work. It requires a little bit of dedication. So if you really want to go there, get in touch with me, Sandy at sandyknutrition.ca. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.